Section 5. Tools for Gamification. In this section, we are going to take a look at allowing activity completion with designing an activity, creating threaded activities or resources, adding an activity completion badge, adding an activity result block, exploring blocks for gamifying courses. Allowing activity completion with designing an activity. In this video, we are going to take a look at designing an activity, allowing activity completion, editing an existing activity, checking activity completion for an existing activity. First of all, we are going to enter our Moodle course and we're going to scroll down to the top here section where we want to add the activity or resource. Of course, that we have to enable editing on. We click on add an activity or resource. We are going to click on assignment. For instance, we are going to click on add. We are going to add an activity. In order to explore activity completion, we need to complete some necessary blocks as usual. Once we complete the necessary blocks, we are going to scroll down. We are going to click on activity completion. There are some items that we can change here. For instance, it says completion tracking. We click on the question mark and says, if enabled, activity completion is tracked either manually or automatically based on certain conditions. Multiple conditions may be set if desired. If so, the activity will only be considered complete when all conditions are met. A tick next to the activity name on the course page indicates when the activity is complete. We are going to check this later because some activities in this course are complete. We are going to click on the downwards arrow next to completion tracking and we are going to click on show activity as complete when conditions are met. So, students must view this activity to complete it. Students must receive a grade to complete this activity or students must submit this activity to complete it. We are going to tick only students must submit to this activity to complete it. We can also add an expect completed date. We can either enable it or not. In this case, we are not going to enable the date. We are just going to set the activity as complete when students submit the activity. We are going to click on Save and Display and we are going to go back to our Moodle course and we're going to see. Once we go back to our Moodle course, we are going to click on Turn Editing Off. We are going to see which are the activities that are complete and which aren't. So, once we click on Turn Editing, here we have our progress and here says help with completion tick boxes. We are going to scroll down. We are going to see a blue tick. It says completed. Others are not completed. So you are going to see that the activity that we have already created is not completed. It says here when hovering the mouse over the box, not completed. So what we are going to do, we are going to go upwards again, we are going to turn editing on again, and we are going to check, for instance, here, Mastering Moodle Quiz, we click on Edit, Edit Settings, and we are going to scroll down. All the activities have activity completion. So, in this case, the activity is completed. So, the thing is, as it is completed, we cannot change it. We are going to go back to the course. We are going to see other activity that is not completed. For instance, this one, we click on Edit Settings. We are going to scroll down. We are going to click on Activity Completion. This activity is not complete. That's why we can see show activity as complete when conditions are met. In this case, we have allowed activity completion. So we are going to scroll down. We are going to click on Save and Return to Course. This name of activity was the second one using Moodle. So when we click on Turn Editing, we are going to see that the activity does not have a tick in the box. The first activity that we checked was completed, the second one was not completed. That's why here we weren't able to change the activity completion.